All right, it's about that time. It's about that time, solid stuffers. Monday morning, en route to get it. On my way, I'm about 22 minutes away from Macomb, Miami. Got a big order there that got to pick up. And then I got my guy grabbing my other order from Pompano because we believe in same day completions. All right, so are you guys prepared for your week? For your success? The name of the game is to plan. Because if you don't plan, what? Plan to fail all day. So today we got some goals. I've spoken with my team, and the goal is to get it done as quickly as possible. So we put some things in place this morning so we can get as many completions as we possibly can and as quickly as we can. Got a lot of requests and appointments coming in. Had some over the weekend. This morning I have 4 more, so I'm trying to coordinate these visits with these customers so that y'all gotta excuse me. I'm trying to pay attention to y'all cousins because they living their best life. And I'm trying to make sure I'm in the right lane so y'all don't record me and never see me again, if you know what I mean. But really focusing on structure. I had a great conference call when the Alex host, I think his last name is Trevi. He hosts this Zoom call every Sunday at 8 o'clock, and I truly recommend everybody's on that call. It's a lot of seasoned guys that have been in it for a while that's always giving great advice, and they're working in the business now, so everything's pretty current. One gentleman, I think his name is Tommy Hobbins, or last name starts with an H, but he is out of St. Louis. He has another location, and he works in conjunction with 3 other techs, and they're definitely turning some numbers. He talked to us about basically same day completions, about being honest with the customer about whether it's worth a repair or not, and things of that nature. He really talked about being able to walk in, diagnose quickly, give the customer options of upgrading, replacing the unit, or repairing it, giving them pricing, and making sure that he has a transparent relationship. He also talked about availability of parts and how fast they can get to him. You know, if he has to do next day air, things of that nature, he passed the cost over to the customer. The customer never minds paying $10, more just to get it the next day, because people want their items fixed as soon as possible. All of which I agree with. So he had some great tips. He was a former technician with Samsung. It's like top ranked in the country as far as completion. So, he gave a wealth of advice. So kudos to him. Once again, this is the Appliance Apprentice Group. I believe that may have been a group started by Mr. Cousins, TK Cousins, so that new techs could come into an environment and ask questions and not be intimidated or ridiculed by some older, insensitive tech, which I thought was a phenomenal idea. So make sure you guys start join that group, because like I said, those guys are really there to help, and they step in any way they can. That's what I've witnessed. Really, really great team. And that's one thing I want to talk about. There are a lot of people who are willing to help, but like I said, don't go to them and haven't done the work. Because I think the thing that irritates people the most is when people ask questions and then they haven't done the work. So they basically, it's like you want me to diagnose it and fix it for you. That's not ever going to happen. Because at the end of the day, how you get good is you get out here and you grind and you do it. Until you have those experiences, you're never going to get good. You're never going to become efficient as you should. Only one way for that to happen, and that's repetition, exposure, and process. Yep. So that's our focus today, is to really tune the rest of the week up to set the pace and the tone so we can be successful and profitable. You know, people have a problem with the fact that I speak profit, but I live in a capitalistic society. There's no purpose in doing business if you're not about profit. That doesn't mean you gouge the customer. That means that you manage it and you find that sweet spot in your invoices and in your pricing, your structure, and your labor. I mean, if you're really using the appliance blue book, you shouldn't have that problem. On top of that, if you're pricing your parts properly with proper markup, you should not be having those problems. Only time you have a problem is when you misdiagnose and you got to go in and do stuff for free because you're eating up your profits. But the key is to keep your paperwork in order and excel. It's really that easy. And, you know, don't listen to people who aren't performing or who can't show you the numbers. That's my personal opinion. So I am a little irritable because I've had little or no sleep. Because, you know, this morning I woke up at like 3:42 and I don't think I went to bed till like 11:30 midnight. But, you know, when you're driven, you're an entrepreneur. This is the price you pay. So I'm not complaining. I'm just being really clear. If you're going to be an entrepreneur, you better make sure you're ready to do it. Because the first thing you got to do is you got to outwork everybody. You got to put systems in place so you don't have to work so hard, you know. But those systems have to be bulletproof. And the only way they can be bulletproof, you have to design them through your standards of operations. And then you have to hold people accountable. You can't hire people you got to babysit. That I will tell you. Because all that does is make your job harder. Trust me, know that. And I know that. Been there, done that. That's why I keep a bench. And I'm always constantly looking and hiring. Because at the end of the day, I got to have not just a body. I got to have the right body. Because I'm not trying to clean up behind anybody. So, Alex also brought up a book yesterday. It's very good. It's available on audible.com. 99% of the books I listen to on the road through audible.com. That's the only way I maximize my time. And that book is called Profit First. Very good book. There's another book Erica was talking about. Sorry, it's Read Something. I'm going to have to go back and look at that. Like, Rework is one of my favorite books. And it just talks about tweaking your game because society is changing. And you really need to be in front of the curve and not behind. You know, a lot of people are just lazy and they stay behind the curve because they, number one, don't stay updated, don't stay in tune. They all comfortable in their life. And then when something happens, you get jacked because you weren't ready. You weren't ready to make that move. You can never, that's not how you be successful and build generational wealth or something that is going to last. You got to be willing to change. You got to be agile in everything you do. And the only way you can do that is stay up to date. I mean, we had a conversation yesterday regarding the software updates, the HAL system directly from Samsung, and how difficult it is, and, you know, the pros and cons of being a Samsung authorized service center and not, I mean, real conversations about business, because this is the name of the game. You got to be informed. There was a gentleman on there that was in Canada, the young lady there from Hawaii, you know, running their businesses part-time, still pushing those full-time jobs, which I understand because I definitely have been there. You know, that's the hardest thing, is making that leap. But once you made that leap, you ain't got you got to burn those boats, because you can't go back to shore. You know, that's my mentality. You got to make it work and make it work well. So really, that's all I really wanted to say. I'm going to get refocused in my day, because Monday isn't really imperative about how it will show me how I need to pivot the rest of the week. So, like I said, solid steps to wealth, and followers and solid steppers, I really appreciate you, and have a great day.